Hey everyone, happy new moon, happy new year. It's all coming together pretty quickly here, and I wasn't going to do a reading for the new moon. However, I just happened to have time and nothing to do. I already cleaned my entire bathroom, so why not drink my coffee and pull a few cards for fun? The energy is exciting to me for the most part, except Mars retrograde. Mars retrograde is really the thorn in my side, and if you have Leo or Cancer prominently in your chart, it's probably a thorn in your side as well. But it just sucks overall, in my opinion. As I said in another video, it's hitting my first house. The whole transit is in my first house, so this is like myself, my body, my energy for sure is hit. So and that's manifesting in really weird ways. So let's pull some cards. I hope you all had a happy holiday. I know Hanukkah is still going on, so happy Hanukkah if you're celebrating still. When my daughter was little, she wanted to be Jewish so that she could have 8 days of presents or 8 nights of presents. So I went ahead and pulled this card out, actually. I used to do this when I first started doing readings on the channel. I would pull for the moon that we were actually in. And this is the new moon in Capricorn. I do love my Capricorns. Your hard work is paying off. So Capricorn is about playing the long game, right? Capricorns, if you've ever dated a Capricorn, they're very slow. So jot that down. Be prepared to be patient. I am actually not a very patient person, so I'll just leave that there. So I wanted you to see that, but then we're going to pull another message directly from the Moonology, just to see what the moon herself has to say. For the new moon in Capricorn phase, what additional messages do we need to see? Okay, well, 2 cards came out together. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Okay, well, this is not a fixed moon. This is a cardinal moon. But that came up in some reading recently. I don't remember. And waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. Well, I love how these go together, actually. Let me see if I can show you all at the same time, because this is a really cool recipe, right? In order for your hard work to pay off, you have to hold your vision. You have to put in the work, right? Capricorn is Saturnian, so it's very much about putting in the work to get the reward. And like I said, the long game, right? This isn't fast and furious energy. This is legacy, right? The Capricorn energy is about building something that lasts. And in order to do that, I was just looking at the bottom, the energy is gaining momentum, waxing. In order to do all that, in order to accomplish something, you have to keep it in your sights. You have to stay focused on what your goal is, not get distracted. Very much like a building blocks energy, right? Step by step. Strategic. But in order to keep yourself going, you have to have faith that you can actually accomplish it. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the goal that you've set for yourself. You have to have a sense of purpose, or Sorry, my voice is not good today. If you don't have a sense of purpose, once again, you can lose sight of why you're even doing this, why you're even trying so hard. And it's really easy to give up when things get rough. That's kind of like the grit of Capricorn, though, is that they don't tend to give up. I love this energy. I also wanted to pull from Believe in Your Own Magic, because this, I don't know, this deck is really feeling good to me. For the last series I did, I really liked it. So I'm going to pull one from that and see how it feels. I might pull some tarot after. Spirit, can we get one card of guidance for the collective, please? What are those who are going to watch this video? I need to see most of this time. Oh. Well, I love this. Probably my favorite card in this deck. At the bottom of the deck, number 16, Bitchfire, stand up for yourself. But the cards that did come out, we'll focus on those. Saw this right away, 28, protest, start a revolution. And 29, whoa, that's wild. Feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. I have some comments on that, but I'll keep them to myself. If you're someone I know in real life, you're probably already thinking what I'm thinking. But where do I put my coffee? But we won't do that. I do think it's interesting that these came out in order, because my cards are definitely not in order in the deck. I don't even think they came out of the same place, actually, but either way, let's read both of these for fun. They're not very long, so I can do it, and they're on the same page. So, protest, start a revolution. Can you see that? Okay. I don't know. How do I hold this the best way? You've been looking around and noticing that the world is often unjust, but you're not sure what to do about it. Like Katniss, you need to be the first spark of your own revolution. Educate yourself, stand up for yourself. Don't forget to stand up for others, whether or not you have shared experiences. If you can speak up and do so safely, then do it. Okay, but we do have Pluto in Aquarius, and going into 2025, which we're going to do in like what, a day, 2 days? We're going to have a lot of revolutionary energy, okay? It's ripe for that. But, I mean, this can be a small or a grand scale, right? But it kind of freaks me out a little bit that came out. Okay. Feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. Sometimes life gets a little too hectic and the inevitable happens. We forget to take a breather and celebrate what deserves celebration. Make sure you do that from now on. If we never stop to fully recognize the good we have, then the bad stuff can knock us down much harder than it would have otherwise. That came up, I can't remember when, but a similar message about not stopping to be grateful, appreciative, not stopping to give yourself credit for how far you've come and for what you've achieved so far, which is super important when you are working toward a long-term goal. I remember when I got my bachelor's degree, I just went like, I mean, it was just kind of a blur. There was a lot of other things going on in my life at the time. You know, I had a relationship, blah, blah, blah. And no one really celebrated me, which is cool. But I also didn't celebrate myself, which, I mean, I've gotten very good at that. I'm pretty good at that in general. I have a Leo moon, so I think I'm a big deal. I'm not going to let anybody tell me I'm not. And, you know, they're entitled to their opinion, but in my world, I'm the main character, right? So that came up somewhere. I think it was in a water sign reading. But yeah, that's important to maintain your momentum. You have to feel that win and feel the accomplishment. You have to give yourself credit once in a while, or you burn out. And that was my whole point of that story, was that I just went straight to grad school, and I ended up dropping out of the first program that the one I went into directly, partly because I was just burnt out because I had worked so hard. You know, I graduated with honors. My initial goal was to get a 4.0, but that didn't work out. That went out the window my second semester when I got a B+. But I did get a 4.0 in grad school eventually, when I did finally get to my program that I finished. So if you're in school, take that advice, but it applies to anything, right? Let's put some tarot. Let's just check in on the energies. These go together beautifully to me, in my opinion. Okay, falling on the floor. Not gonna take that quite yet. Okay, Spirit, anything else that you'd like me to tell the collective going into the full moon? That's too many cards. Okay. Anything else? Woo! Anything else? Even though I should just take that and run, because those are beautiful. The world. Wow. Seven of Cups. Man, this is similar. I feel like this is similar to the reading I did. When did I do it? It was a long time ago, but I did a New Year's reading. It must have been the year before last, because I don't think I did one last year. I kind of took a hiatus to move. Anyway, this feels like the reading I did for 2023, because the ending message was like, you can achieve anything you want, like anything you want. The world is your oyster. And that's exactly what I'm feeling looking at the Seven of Cups here with the Eight of Wands, the Sun, and the World. The world is your oyster. Have faith in your dreams. And I really, I mean, as a Jupiterian person, right? I'm a Pisces, a 9th house Pisces. So I have a lot of Jupiter energy. I also have Jupiter in Cancer, which is exalted. So this is kind of my approach to life, guys. Love it, hate it, I don't care. Eight of Wands, the Sun. So aim for the sun, right? Period. But I was seeing, this is why I laughed. I was seeing the Eight of Wands in my mind's eye, and then boom, it comes out. So the Eight of Wands is about directing your desire. It's about holding your vision in a way. It's about putting all of your efforts toward that one thing, toward that one dream, and it paying off, right? I think it's Mercury and Sagittarius, but I could be wrong. But it must be, because the Eight of Wands is Mercury, right? Because it's about communication. But it's also about like motion, fast moving energy. Sagittarius. It must be Mercury. Yeah, because it's... Anyway, excuse my mental... I'm still waking up. So anyway, aim high. Keep your vision focused on the sun. The sun is happiness, freedom. It's that sense of exaltation, getting in touch with your inner child. Feeling safe, feeling free, feeling strong. All of these things. Sorry. And then the world, right? The world, I always kind of expect to come out in a reading toward the end of the year or toward the beginning of a year, because it's just a symbol of that, right? We're closing one chapter, we're opening up another. However, the world really resonates with me up against this card. Because a lot of people, and this is one of my pet peeves actually, of tarot readers. I mean, if you feel it one way, if you feel it and that's how you feel it, fine. But a lot of tarot readers will gloss over the world card as if all it is an ending. And that's exactly what we're talking about here with the feast card, is that it's not just an ending, it's an accomplishment. You should celebrate it. You should make a big deal about it. So, for example, we should be excited that we survived this year, right? We did it again. We made it through. So if that's all we did, we should fucking celebrate that. It's a big deal. Because life just gets harder every day, right? So this is echoing that for me. Make sure you celebrate the beginnings, the endings, the milestones. But put all this together. I mean, this is just pure potential to me with the Eight of Wands, the sun, and the world. On a mundane level, I could read this as, we're rushing into the sun rising on a new year, closing out. But it's so much deeper than that to me. This is all basically, to me, the whole entire, every card here is saying to focus on your goals, really put the effort into them. Don't be lazy, right? Don't make excuses. Start a revolution. I mean, you can do that in so many ways. But all of this is standing up for yourself. All of this is fighting for yourself. When you prioritize what you need, what you want, what you're working toward, celebrate yourself. Even if no one else does, man. Even if no one else does. You still need to. I mean, if that's true, I'll celebrate with you. I've spent my whole life kind of having to celebrate myself on my own. So I don't mind it. And really, I mean, it's empowering, really. It's empowering, really. I'm grateful for everything that got me to where I am, right? all the people who didn't celebrate me, all the people who didn't do right by me, they've taught me to give all of that to myself, right? And that just makes you a stronger, badder bitch. So in terms of this new moon, it's really important that you focus on what you want to see. It always is, right? Because we're setting the intention for the next like 6 months or whatever. And of course, Capricorn is often associated with money and finances. But if that's not your jam, if that's not what you need right now, focus on the long term. Focus on longevity, what you want to see. Focus on your health, whatever it is that you need to tweak at this time, that you need to enhance. I would put it all there. Because the sun can be about health too, healing, vitality. I mean, these two cards together are like pure vitality. I love this. I'm like on the verge of crying with happiness. And I'm actually way more excited than I was before we started about this new moon and the new year. Anyway, I hope it gives you a boost. Happy new moon again, and happy new year. I will see you in the new year. Thanks, guys.